up guys, welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be showing you how I set up my paint booth to paint single cab OBSs and cat eyes in my backyard. I've had a ton of requests, a ton of comments asking, hey, how do you set up your paint booth? What do I need to buy to get started? So if you don't have a garage or a paint booth, guys, this video is for you. Not only am I going to be showing you how I set it up, but I'm also going to be showing you how much it cost me to build this. And the cool thing about this is that in the next couple of videos, I'm going to be painting the Turbo OBS in this tent. So you're going to see the actual results of painting in the Harbor Freight setup, guys. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I suggest you watch the last video, guys, to check out the build that we got going on. With all that being said, guys, let's get started by cleaning up the area where the tent's going to be. So first things first, guys, we're going to go ahead and clean the area where the tent is supposed to be. As you can see, a huge storm came and tore off the roof of the entire setup, so we got to go back and fix that. But first, let's pick up all these leaves off the ground, guys. And it sucks that a storm did come in and kind of destroy the whole setup. But man, in the beginning, when you're first starting out like I am, this is the stuff that you have to deal with. You know, we don't have an expensive paint booth. We don't have coverage. So this is just one thing that we have to deal with. But as you're going to see here, man, it takes me a couple minutes to clean up and just get the entire setup going. Now that we got the area nice and clean, we've picked up all the leaves off the ground and we've cleaned up a little bit, guys. I'm gonna lay out two tarps. These are two 12 by 12 tarps from Home Depot. They're about 34 bucks each, and you're definitely gonna want to lay these out before you set up the rest of your paint booth. And the main reason you want to lay this tarp out is because bugs will jump out of the grass and ruin your paint job when you walk through, guys. So make sure you have some form of coverage on the ground before you build your paint booth. Now let's fix what was broken during the storm. So it does suck that we have to do this extra work, you know, because of some weather, because of a windstorm. But at the end of the day, guys, the way I think about it is, yes, I am going through hard times. You know, sometimes I am going to have a late night or I'm going to miss a weekend because the weather's not working with me. But at the end of the day, I just think about the future and achieving my goal and how these hard times are going to make that moment so much sweeter. So I don't mind doing the extra work. I don't mind struggling a little bit now because I know I have bigger dreams and goals. And so this is just a stepping stone to get there. So now I finished up the Harbor Freight tent, guys. So now let's open up these lights and check out what we got. All right, guys, these are the lights that I got. I don't have an affiliate link or I'm not sponsored or anything. I just used these in the past. I got the smaller ones in the past and it was time to upgrade to these bigger ones. But we're gonna go ahead and hang them up. There's 6 there, so there's probably gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the side. Lighting is important when you're painting, right? So it doesn't really make sense to put one up here. So I want them on the side. So we're gonna put them all along this rail. Now it doesn't come with enough wire for me to wire them all, but we're gonna head over to Home Depot and get some stuff and get some other stuff to hang these up, guys. So let's do it. So we went to Home Depot, guys, and I got some tape, some masking tape, simple masking tape to hang these lights up. The clips that come with them in the box are kind of flimsy and they don't look like they're gonna hold the lights up very well. And the last thing I need is some wind to come through, knock over a light and ruin the paint job that I'm working on. So I trust this tape and that's what I'm going with. And when you're hanging up your lights, guys, you do want to put them on the side and not on the ceiling, because when they're on the ceiling, you can't use the reflection that those lights give off to see how your paint job is doing. So that's why I'm hanging them on the side. That way it's going to help me in the future. And I'll explain that in the next video when we do start painting the Turbo OBS. So all the lights are hooked up, but we need to connect this light to that light. That way we can get power. So I'm going to take this wire that they gave me, cut it in half, add some of that wire to it, and then run it across there. I am not an electrician, guys. So basically all I did, guys, is splice each end of the wires. There's 4 of them, and I just connected them with the red wire. I don't know if that's up to code or if I'm doing it right or wrong, but that's the way I did it, and it works great. And I used wire nuts to secure everything, and I just taped it up at the very end, guys. So it worked out just fine, but if I'm doing it completely wrong and I might start a fire, please let me know in the comments down below. So I just ran it through the top, guys. I used masking tape to hold everything together, and then I used the wire nuts as well. And then toward the end, I cut it short. That way we wouldn't have that much slack. And then we're ready, guys, and look how it looks. One thing that I hate doing most is taping up the vehicles. It's very tedious. It takes a lot of time. So I went ahead and created this tape and paper dispenser out of this leftover PVC pipe that I had laying around. And I used a concrete tie-off wire to finish it off. That tie-off wire is very, very strong. And I actually use it for a lot of things. And you're going to see later on in the video, I use it to hang up the body panels. But this is how it looks all finished up, guys. And I love how this thing works. I've already tried it and tested it out a couple times, and I think it's well worth the build, guys. And I think it cost me $10 to finish. So yeah, I love it. Now, when it comes to filtration, guys, I've got 3 box fans just bolted up and screwed into some extra plywood or boards that I had laying around the house. And I had a lot of people asking me, hey, with the filters on the back, does it create enough suction to paint cars? And as you can see here, guys, we do a little test run, and look how much it sucks in the paint booth. This is exactly what you want to see when you're painting, guys, because you know it's bringing in fresh air and blowing out all that overspray paint that we're painting with. So this is what you want to see, and it works, guys. All right, guys, there you have it. This is my setup. This is how I run my paint shop. So you can take this information and buy your own and add your own things to it. But this is how I built mine out. So let's go over everything, guys, and see how much this setup cost me. All right, guys, so first up is the filtration system, and this cost me $3, $6, $90, $30 a pop, so 90 for all 3 fans, plus the filters, another $12 on top of that. And I do a lot of construction on the house, so I've got a lot of extra spare wood laying around. So overall, this was about $100 filtration system, guys. Then we got our sprayer holder, guys. I had this piece of wood laying around too, but I mean, overall, I think this is like a $10 build, right? And then we've got the these come off of a pegboard. I think they're like $3 a pop, so they work just fine. And I really like it because before, to fill up the paint, you know, I would have to hold this to fill up my paint, but now I could just hang everything right there. So this is a really easy but really convenient sprayer holder. All right, now come on. Then we've got the tape and paper dispenser. I hate wrapping the cars. That's like my worst thing. You know, juggling the paper and the tape is super annoying. So with this, it just makes it a lot easier. Let me demonstrate it real quick. Put the tape down, paper down, let's tear it off. Look at that. Ooh. You get the idea, guys. Super convenient, super happy, super excited to use that. And then we've got our table. This is where I'm going to be mixing paints. And I got my gloves, we got the cups, wax and grease remover, just, you know, general things. Got the mask. You need one of these, guys, trust me, you need one. And then we get to this. So this is how I hang up all of my panels. I use those concrete tie-offs like I was telling y'all about. These are super strong, guys. I've never had an issue with them, and they support it. So these are probably the heaviest panels you're gonna wanna hang from there. I wouldn't recommend hanging the OBS doors because they're super heavy, but for things like this, it works out perfectly, guys. So I think it's about 12 bucks for a roll of wire, and that wire is gonna last you so long. And by the way, this probably about 5 bucks to build this. And oh yeah, I almost forgot the lights. I got the lights off of Amazon. They were 30 bucks. They're the 4 feet ones. They're the 4-foot lights off of Amazon. They work super good. Now I can work at night. Now I can record at night and make videos at night. So lighting is everything, guys. And like I said earlier, you want to have the lights on the side so you can use the reflection. That way you know that your paint job is coming out good. So don't put the lights up top. You want them on the side, guys. But that's it, guys. I'm gonna total up how much everything cost me. And oh yeah, I almost forgot the floors. 30 bucks a pop for the 12x12 tarps is what they're called. So yeah, I'll total everything up on the screen, guys, and that's how much it cost. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna be painting the Turbo OBS on the next video, guys, so stay tuned. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.